3, 2, 1, let him rip.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this is intense because you're so aggressive. Look, you're Beyblade just like you.
Yeah, but like, why did you slow down?
You gas out too quick. Victory!
No,
Undefeated!
Let's try again. Wait, I gotta...
Yeah, get it set up.
This is... What the fuck?
I told you. Takes skill to be a master blader. I don't know if that's what they call him. I have no idea.
So the guy just dropped his shit.
Hey, I'm still undefeated. Things a little wacky now. Okay. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Oh,
Fuck you! Look at me go. Victory lap. Look at me go.
That's the only way you can win, by getting me up in the pocket right from the beginning. Or to gas out. I told you, ripping it a little late is better. You like came right after me and just shot me right into the corner.
Okay, one more.
Oh god. Hold on.
Wait.
This is definitely what the people want.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're in for a treat today.
Hold on. I bet. No, why don't you just say why we're practicing Beyblading?
We're getting ready we're teaching you how to play Beyblade, as we can tell here.
So Allie's ever played before.
I've never played before. I didn't really understand what it was, because I was like, why are these nerds doing this? But I'm going to go to a con, and they have a whole bunch of Beyblade tournaments, even the Raves do, so I got to learn. Don't
embarrass yourself. Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, let it rip! Yeah! Oh, you're going to see so aggressive.
What the fuck?
Look at you.
It's because it's something. Oh, shit!
Oh! That was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright.
That was fun.
You're basically a master now.
Yeah. We're going to turn everybody around here. How's it look?
It's a little uneven. Go. Hi, everyone. Perfect. There we go. So I'll be doing the podcast by myself today. Since nope, she made it. Never mind.
I hate this chair. It's always much shorter.
Needs to feel shorter.
I'm not shorter. Let me get my notes. We didn't even prepare for this.
Yeah, pretty much just firing from the hip today.
Anyway, welcome to Tea for the Otaku. We started off with a Beyblade tournament. My Beyblade that I tried out with and learned on is just like me, very aggressive.
Yep.
Top heavy too.
There's a joke there somewhere.
Everywhere. But we're doing a special podcast today. It's not about To Be Hero X, because the new episode hasn't come out yet. But it needs to like spice up a bit sooner, because last time.
I'm excited. This one's kind of my least favorite character, just in first impressions. I'm hoping to kind of change my mind.
Yeah, we're talking about Queen. Anyway, big news. I'm going to Anime Expo! It's in like 5 days.
We're going to do a pre-con podcast, and then we'll do a post-con podcast.
I'll be dead, but I'll be happy.
To see how everything went. But
that'd be awful if I come back and I'm like, that was like
the worst. No, you're gonna have fun. I think you're gonna have fun. There's a lot of cool things you got set up.
I'm really excited.
Pictures.
There's a lot of things I want to do. A lot of things I keep finding out that I want to do, and I'm like, cool. I'm gonna be like a little kid that you need to put on a harness because I'm gonna run around rabid.
But that'd just be good for you in general.
You think so? I am going with like a buddy, and I told them they had to like stick with me 24/7, so I already feel bad for them. I'm like, wear your walking shoes because we will be running.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna get some Celsius when I'm there. Make sure I can just keep going.
No, do you want to tell them where it's at? What's the first?
If you're heard about Anime Expo, it is in Los Angeles. It's in downtown Los Angeles at the Los Angeles Convention Center. Yes, I will be careful. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go to the J-Rock concert that has like 6 bands that look awesome. Just, sir, quiet on set. But yeah, since there's been a lot of protests down there and nothing's really been cleared up yet, which they're protesting for a good reason, I'm mostly like, the police are not handling stuff well, and I don't want, my friend and I could very much be detained in any way, shape, or form for how we look.
Situation for sure.
Yeah, so he's like, maybe I should bring my passport just in case. Like,
not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna send pictures and updates of myself to my friends. Be like, hey, this is what I look like last time you saw me. So if I go missing, this is what I was wearing.
And she really does go missing. She's leaving her car at my place, so like I also have a new car, which is kind of cool.
He won't have a new car.
You're not gonna get taken. It'll be fine.
Yeah, but like nobody looks for Indigenous women, do they? Nope. Washington State does because we like our people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so really excited to be going. It starts on July 3rd. That is also when the Love and Deep Space marriage event starts. And
get married. Everybody excited for
the stylist
getting married.
We're gonna get married in the game. Yeah, I just found out there's a Love and Deep Space like set up there. They have like a booth. Sorry, I couldn't figure out the word for booth. But yeah, they're gonna have a booth, and apparently you have to get in a queue and you have to pick, and then there's like an experience that's 3 minutes long that you get to have. And I'm like, what does that mean? Does that mean like I get to meet one of the guys? Do we have cosplay?
I think something like a wedding. Like they're literally gonna be a wedding. Like it's like
they're like okay
and everything.
And it says you can get back into you can go back into queue.
So I'll marry each of them.
No, I definitely am not gonna marry Xavier. He's not my fave. Like he's all right. He's a good neighbor, I guess, because he technically is my neighbor.
If you're a Deep Space fan, I'm sure this means a lot to you.
Sorry,
I'm so lost.
I love.
It looks good.
Deep Space. It is a lot of fun to play. People think it's just a dating thing. It's not. I mostly just fight these weird monsters like 24/7, and then I keep getting my ass kicked by the guy with the axe. I just can't beat him. No matter.
Do you have any tips? Help a girl out.
Yeah, tell me how to cheat.
I meant help you strategize, but cheat, sure.
I'll hand my phone to somebody else. They can finish that level for me. But yeah, so that's exciting. They're gonna have Hulu there, and they're gonna have a whole like, interactive experience. So they're setting up like a whole like should be a crossing or something.
One Punch Man and all that.
One Punch Man. Not they wasn't Demon Slayer. I can't. My phone's right there, so I can't look at it. But yeah, it's really cool. Very excited for that. I get to do a little interview with Hulu. So yay! Yeah, I'll take as much video as possible, especially like when I meet Silas. I love him to space.
Eventually, we'll learn how to splice footage into these, and we'll do clips of.
And right here, we would put an imaginary photo, but of Silas, and then like the guys right here.
Like you're eventually just gonna like Photoshop my face with his, and it's like, look, I'm doing a podcast with my.
No, okay. I was gonna ask him to do something like that, but not for Love and Deep Space. I was gonna have him do Genu.
Yeah.
Because did you see there's like a really funny video that someone like drops their chapstick, and someone in a sweatshirt like leans in and pick it up. When they come back up, they have like the iPhone or whatever, or the iPad screen, and the guy's face. I'm like, or they have dinner with them, and they're like, best friends truly know what to do for you. And I'm like, I need someone to do this for me.
I'm down.
Yeah, but I'm really excited. I have a whole folder on my phone of like the different food stalls, the different events that my friend and I are going to be going to, the different panels, because they are doing Apothecary Diaries, they're doing One Punch Man, they're doing Gachakuda, the Summer Hakuryu Guide. Mm-hmm. There's also the Miku Who Can't Sing premiere. They're going to like show the movie there too. The new Panties and Stocking with Garter Belt anime, they're also going to premiere. That's like a huge thing. Mm-hmm. I love Studio Trigger, so they're gonna be there too. Yeah, that'd be cool. And then Peach Pit, the artist, the Wangeku, is gonna be there. Unfortunately, like already the tickets are sold out to meet him. The artist for the Summer Hakuryu Dai is also there.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, they're gonna the tickets sold out for the con for him, and they sold out for Kinokia that they were gonna go to. So I'm kind of pissed. But I really would have wanted to meet Peach Pit because they did Shugachara, and that was like a really old manga that I love, and people have been bringing it back. So if you haven't seen Shugachara, please go check it out. It's really fun. Very like younger manga and anime. I don't really watch the anime. I didn't like it that much, but I like the manga way better. It's about eggs and like different personalities and like different options that you can have growing up, like different dreams.
Good way to put it. So yeah, if you're in the area at Anime Expo,
hit me up. Let's say hi.
Say hi. Tell her how much your K-pop Demon Hunter favorite character is better than hers.
No, they're all good. They're all good. There's no wrong answer. But yeah, I did like send Sean a message a couple days ago. I'm like, the podcast is no longer be about To Be Hero X and like whatever. Like I don't care. I'm like, we're gonna be talking about this movie. I love K-pop Demon Hunters.
I'll still be doing To Be Hero X stuff regardless.
Yeah,
Allie will still be with me.
Yeah, and I'll still be saying like Uncle Rock still sucks.
And Enlightener is still innocent.
I don't care. But But yeah, so we're gonna talk about the movie. I'm very excited. We can talk about other anime, whatever. I don't know. But I am something's wrong with me.
Yeah, if you follow her on Instagram, you know, it's like all her Instagram is just K-pop Demon Hunter stuff and all the pictures.
Yeah.
Like eating her whole brain away.
Yeah, my phone is like completely full of photos and memes, and then my like Twitter, that's all it is. So I used to just be a Raylo Twitter, but now it's this. Which is like a lot.
Yeah.
And that's all I see. TikTok, same thing. I have folders saved on each of these social media sites that it's like I save every post that I see and like fan art and stuff. They're in like the thousands already for each one. I'm loving life. And I think like Spotify is gonna send me a message being like, "Hey, are you okay? Do this song like this many times." So now I'm listening to a bunch of K-pop songs from at the gym, and I'm listening to the album for K-pop Demon Hunters like a couple times a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when I go to work and when I leave work and like when I leave the gym, I listen to it and I like sing it. I know all the words to the songs now.
Yeah. So if you're a big fan of it as she is, let us know because we'll do some like convention or do an intervention for everyone where you guys can get together and talk about it and obsess over it, and we'll get you guys the help you need.
Yeah. Anyway, so at Anime Expo,
yeah. What else you got going on?
Thursday, I'm gonna be Beach Nanami. He finally made it to retirement.
He finally got what he wanted.
Yeah, he finally got what he wanted. So I'm gonna do that because I know it's gonna be hot as hell there, and I might as well just be comfortable. So Beach Nanami. And then Friday and Saturday, I will be Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm gonna be her like final form, and then I will have a Genu with me, and then on Thursday I'll also have like a Toji with me, a beach Toji.
Nice.
He's making a blow up that looks like the worm.
Oh, nice.
I don't think you should draw a smiley face on it. And then on Sunday we're gonna be super lazy and do Luffy and Ace beachwear. Because again,
it'll be nice.
It's hot.
Weekend.
Yeah, it'll be nice. I need to get a tan. I just want to relax because then we have to go to the airport later. But I made sure that we got flights to come back way later because there's a JJK panel and I like want to go to it because I want to hate on it.
You'd be like booing in the crowd.
I'd be like, cowards, rewrite the ending. Fix it.
You're about the guy that did rewrite it, right? There's a
yeah, they hate it.
It was worse. It was so much worse.
Everybody bubbles it. They just tell me. I'd be like, hey, kill everyone off.
I do feel like it is quite frustrating, like how bad it was. I
don't know. Sometimes, like when a series is really really good, you want a satisfying ending, and it doesn't have to be happy. Like it doesn't have to be like, oh, everyone's fine, they live their happy lives. Like there's no consequences at all or anything like that. Because JJK is so dark. I mean, we've had this discussion since the manga chapter came out of JJK, and I told me we should do a podcast about this.
Yeah.
Because we said, what the fuck, JJK, when we did it, and which is actually our most popular episode ever.
Yeah.
Which is so much fun. Thank you, guys. But I have been hating on JJK since then. I've been so angry. I sold, like, a whole bunch of my figures of JJK, or just gave them away. I only have, like, a couple left, because I was like, these are really expensive, I'm gonna keep these. And, like, just put them away in storage, because I just can't even look at them. Same with the artwork, put it all away. I'm like, I just can't look at it right now. I've slowly been coming back, but only when I focus on hidden inventory, because that is my favorite part of JJK. It's just like really hard because
so much time has passed. I still feel like it's like I still like even thinking about like the plot lines that were dropped and kind of like so there's so many things that kind of just didn't make sense. I kind of don't really get where his logic was for so much of it. Like I was pretty upset in the beginning, and now I'm not really upset by it anymore. But like just logically thinking about, it, it's like there's. Like, Kenjaku's storyline made no sense. Like, they left so much about Sukuna's backstory out. Like, there's just kind of a lot of things that just didn't really work. Like, and I'm fully supportive of a lot of decisions he made. I was totally on board with our boy Yuki.
Spoiler.
But
we'll give him a heads
up. We're like 15 minutes in.
Well, it's too late. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I've been really hating on it. I actually wrote an essay about the Gojo effect.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Gojo's not my favorite character in JJK, and I know that's gonna get me some hate. People are gonna be like, "What do you mean?"
Toto for the win. Toto's the best.
Toto's not my favorite.
He's my favorite.
I used to really like him in Itadori's like friendship because like a friend and I would do the same thing that he did, and it was really cute. But like I'm not friends with him anymore, so I'm like,
Anyways.
Yeah, but what was I saying? I wrote an essay about the Gojo effect, and I got really into it and like really like hyper fixated. And I wrote this whole thing, and then we turned it into a panel. One of my other friends and I, and it actually like killed.
Yeah.
Because we did a lot of, I did like so much research on it, and I'm like, this is so cool because I just was like, I think we need to take a look at why is Gojo so
central to the anime community by large.
Like because of it was like the perfect storm. Because JJK got really popular during COVID when everyone was stuck inside and had nothing to do but watch JJK and read it. Like it was sold out in bookstores everywhere you went. It was like back ordered online on any kind of like site you went on to try and order it. It was crashing sites when like new chapters were coming out. People were buying the Viz app because I think that's when it came out too, so you could read it online. So it was going over like everywhere, and then people who don't even watch anime like but know what anime is kind of, they're like, oh yeah, like that white hair character, and everybody's like, oh yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. When there's thousands of white hair characters, right? Same with like they're like, oh yeah, one with the eyes, and you're like, oh yeah, it's Gojo because his eyes. Like who else are you gonna describe that way? But yeah, so I just was like, he's done a lot for the anime community, but like, what about him was so appealing to everyone? Because we've seen other characters that have done it better than he has.
Yeah.
And even his own author like hates it because he made
he did say quite a few times.
Because he made him like he's just he fixes anything. So he's like all of these like plot holes he had. He's like, oh, I just had Gojo here to like fix all of this.
Right.
And he's like, wait, I kind of fucked myself. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, but yeah, I'm fine with what happened to Gojo in the manga, and this is gonna be the spoiler. He dies, gets like cut in half, and then his body is used, and then like they take his brain out, and then they just leave him there on the ground, whatever. I would have loved if he had come back as a curse, and like everyone had died or something, and like it just starts the Jujutsu Kaisen world again. And Ishidori's like alone, or he dies too. That would have been great. Or if like Megami died, and Megami is my favorite character. Not for any reason in particular.
I mean, it would have been. I always think that like it's thinking back, it's pretty rare for like a manga to conclude negatively. I can't off the top of my head really think of any manga that ends badly. Like storyline wise, like it's like where like the bad guys win. You know what I mean? Like I can't think of too.
It would have been so cool.
So it would have been pretty interesting. Yeah, it would have been pretty unique.
Like, think about this. Gojo as a curse would have been so awesome because he was so powerful human, and he dies and he becomes a curse, then he could kill Sukuna. Or what about like the whole Rika thing? This isn't what this episode is about, but I
know we fell into it.
I got screwed. But yeah, Rika is supposed to be the queen of curses. And Yuta did nothing. You did absolutely nothing. None of them did anything at all. And they even like talk about how they're like, oh, we could have saved that character that died for no reason. And it's like, why are you telling me this? Like, just, I don't care about the politics or anything. Like, I don't want to know that right now, especially when you're giving it to me in 5 pages very quickly. I would have loved if, like, they did everything they did, and, like, Yuji's like, okay, like, we've lost all these people, but at least we saved Megami, but they get Megami out, and Megami's, like, brain dead.
Right.
Just, like, done. Or, like, he just kills himself or something when he comes back.
Or even just they save Megami, and, like, by the time he recovers and wakes up, everybody else is dead.
No, it would have been crazy if he, like, came back. Like, what if he's already brain dead, so, like, what was the point? But then, or what if he came back and he just, like, couldn't, his sister was dead and he basically killed her. And his dad was dead, who he killed, which Gojo is his dad. He raised him, and he, like, made really cute lunch boxes and everything for him. That's what's been talked about.
I do like the little note Gojo gave Megami. Was like, hey, I met your daddy. I killed him.
I killed your dad.
Killed your dad. Like, that was really funny.
Like, there's so many plot points, like, I want to know. I want to know about Toji's life because I want to know about his wife, like, Megami's mom. I want to know about Itadori's mom, who is apparently Kenjaku, because Kenjaku's, like, saw Itadori's dad and was like, wait, I gotta fuck that guy.
Taking back shots for the...
Yeah, taking back shots for the future. I don't know. But yeah, so there's so many different things.
Even just like the comedian bringing back Kenjaku.
That was so weird. No, he brought back Geto because he got the scars. Like all this, it's
you don't even know either.
It's like, hey, let me just grab all of this shit, shake it up, and then put some other disgusting things in there, dump it out, and you have to eat it now. That's what you get.
I like Yuta's storyline. I think a lot of people hated on it.
I hated the end.
I like, that very last part was kind of dumb, but I did like the whole, like, he was all about like all you guys to like rely on Gojo, and like you said, the whole thing about like how Gojo fixes everything, and then Yuta being like, none of you guys are willing to become the monster that Gojo is.
And he doesn't.
Like,
He just uses his body.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is Gojo or Yuta was wrong, and I like that he was wrong. Like I like that he was like, none of you guys are willing to put do what's necessary to become Gojo. I am, and that didn't work. I like that he's like
nothing. Like nothing. And apparently, like you can beat Sukuna with by punching him in a. It's fine.
Yeah. Well,
like not that it
he tried that. That had to be the soul shadowing punch.
Oh, and then like to save the day, Nobara's like magically immediately wakes up, like, hey, I can do this. Boom. And it's like, no, shut the fuck up. But we're not here for that.
I know, we got way off tangent. That's what you get from this podcast.
I will say one more thing. We're talking about endings. Well, a lot of really big series ended when JJK ended. Like, JJK ended, My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan ended, even though it did end technically like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The anime finally ended. The anime ending was very slightly different than the manga ending, which, like, just in phrasing what Armin says to Eren, because they changed that down. Right. Like 2 words, and it made an entire difference.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, Attack on Titan had a way better ending than the other two. And I will say this, My Hero Academia, a lot of people were shitting on the ending. I like that ending better than JJK ending.
That was like the good safe ending. Like everyone was pretty
those two safe. I didn't want to know about any of the relationships that happened. I'm like, just leave it alone because people are gonna be pissed. Right. And people still are pissed. I do like that we recently just got something to see them like 10 years later, and they're all like a little bit older, and I'm like, guess what, guys? Everybody hit it on my favorite character, but everyone voted him #1 hero, Bakugo, and I like flipped up my mic. Yeah, we said it now. Bakugo's my boy. I like the angry ones.
Yeah.
And yet I like Megami. He's like I do actually. Megami does fall under the angry guys because
quiet anger. I mean,
no, because like any slight problem, he's just like, I'm gonna do it.
Yep.
I'm just look up. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill everyone and myself. But yeah, so we're gonna get back to K-pop Demon Hunters. I wish I had my phone with me, even though it's right there, so I can just show pictures.
It's a lot.
I love it. They did such a good job with the cultural references, and people are just like, the storytelling is perfect. It's funny. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. They have
It's really good.
The music's really good. The like choreography for the dance moves are really good, and like the storyline, like these 3 demon hunters, they are able to sing and project like kind of like a force field around the earth. And once a year at the Idol Awards, they are able to like do it, like set it up for the whole year. So there's not breaks.
Every year they do it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So they sing to like help to set it.
Healing like keeps it's like updating the barrier, right? But then they have to do like their big important song to like.
Yeah, but I think that'll make it, because like if the lines of the barrier are gold, they're like, that's perfect. But the movie is like very impactful too for younger viewers, because like I got to work with my friends, and she was telling me about what her and her son talked about after they watched the movie, about how you shouldn't like hide your emotions and your flaws, that you should be accepting of them and like share, because that was a big part of the movie. Like keep like you hide your feelings, you hide any imperfections, because nobody should see that, which that lightly touches on K-pop culture already, because with idols, I mean, it's like a whole machine process. Like they go to school for this, they work them really hard, they're up on a pedestal, like they can't date, they can't have any flaws, it's all of these things. So it was really interesting to like see a little bit of that, but it was told in a way that like children could understand, by the whole flaws and like any like mistakes on your skin or something, you have to hide it.
Yeah.
And it was just like about, even about mistakes, you can make mistakes, and you can, write
move past them and then
move past them. And just stuff like that. It was really nice. Music's fantastic. And the only way to defeat female demon hunters is to make a K-pop boy band of demons.
Yep.
Yeah. I like all the jokes now. Everyone's like, wait, are all K-pop boy bands demons? People are like looking at their posters.
Are all K-pop girl bands demon hunters?
Have you seen Blackpink? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that does make sense. What's the tiger's name?
Everybody calls him Derpy.
Derpy?
Yeah.
It's not official though, or
I don't know.
Okay. I like him, but he's my favorite.
Yeah, there's a tiger that has like portals or whatever, and he knocks pot over, but if it's like that, he has to go like this, and he like has a really hard time. No, the absolute best part. spoilers of this movie is when Jinu and Rumi are meeting, and she asks because the tiger always has with him like a little crow, and he wears like one of the traditional hats that the demon boy bands have. And I'm sorry I don't have the name on me right now. It's on my phone, which is recording.
Is that Soldier Boys? Suja Boys? Their boy band name? What are you talking about?
No, the hats.
Oh, the hat name. Oh,
yeah, no, they're Saja Boys.
Saja Boys. I'm not as obsessed as she is, so
I know all their names.
Yeah, the hats, yeah.
Yeah, so they have these traditional hats that they wear in their final thing, their final song, but they also wear it in the demon realm as well with their traditional outfits, which are part of like the demon gods, like reapers and stuff, which there's like a lot of cultural references in other K-dramas that talk about it as well. I know, and it's different than other cultures. Like Japanese, they call it like Shimigami. That's why like they say that. Right. I just am not super fresh on the the date of the name for it for Korean.
Yeah.
But no, it's really cool. But the bird has like a really tiny hat, and Rumi's like, okay, I don't know, why does the bird have a hat? And he looks at her like dead in the face, and he's like, I made it for the tiger, but the bird keeps taking. And the bird just like smirks, and it's like,
yeah, it was really funny.
Like, how does that, like, that poor cat, he just wants to wear it, like, that tiger just wants to wear this hat, and that bird keeps taking it. People have made, like, a lot of comments, or, like, artwork of him making more hats, and the bird just stacking them up on his head.
He was, even no matter how many he makes, the bird still just stats out them all.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta have this hat.
I mean, he's a crow, right? That's kind of what crows do. They collect things, right?
Things, normally.
Yeah, but he's a demon crow. So be like,
maybe he's just like, the tiger can't keep it on, so I'm wearing it, and the hat's too small for him. So I don't know.
Right. It's pretty funny. I was surprised by how funny.
Talk about your favorite part. The popcorn.
Oh yeah, when the girls see the hot guys, they like have.
There's one guy in particular, and his shirt like busts open. You see his abs,
and the girl like runs at him, and like it reflects them away.
No. That was for Genie when the boys are singing their first song, Soda Pop, and that's like a sign that they do. He like does this like hip thrust, and this old lady that was running for him like bounces back. But when the girls first run into the Saja boys, one of the guys is like walking and his like shirt busts open, but they like she has like corn
on the cob on
her eyes, so it looks like abs, and they can just see it. And then it's like button pops and it like hits her, and it's like butter, and then it makes popcorn, and her other friend is like eating it, and she's like, oh my god, they're so hot, like I'm dying. Even at the end of the movie too, she like has abs in her eyes. She's like, oh my god, she's like, stop, I can't look.
And then like later on when they're signing autographs, they like take paper and they just they sketch over their abs.
Yeah, so
and, like it is pretty funny.
The one with abs is called Abby.
Of course.
There's Romance. He's also very similar to Abby. He has like dark hair, like reddish hair. Him and Abby like Mira, which is like everyone loves that trio. So there's really good fanfic already. Then there's like one called Mystery, and then there's another one, Baby. Baby is like strangely everyone's favorite lately.
Is that the one with the long hair?
No.
Okay.
That's the one that says Goo Goo Gaga, and he has like the deepest voice.
Oh, okay.
He does all the rap versions in the song. He is I love listening to his parts in the music. I wish the Saja boys had more songs. They only have 2, and then Jinu has 2 more songs.
So just him.
No, he does a song
with a duet.
He does a duet with Rumi, and then he has his own when he first shows up in the movie, but it's not on the soundtrack, unfortunately, because he's singing about the guy, like the Demon King. Everyone really likes that, and they want an extended version. We haven't not gotten it yet. But the voice of Jinu is the K-drama actor who is the lead in Business Proposal, which a lot of you know that is because that was huge on Netflix, even though they didn't do a great ending for that series. The manhwa Business Proposal is like insanely popular. You can read it online, you can buy it in bookstores. It is super good, way better ending, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I am just obsessed with this movie. I probably have like 500 photos on my phone. My like screensaver is now Jinu in his demon form. But yeah, the Saja boys do this like big show at the end of the movie, and it's really, really good. It's called Your Idol, and like if you look up the words to all of these different songs, like it has so much deeper meaning, because people were talking about the Show You How It's Done or whatever, like the first song, and there's like a small part when they jump out of the plane when she's like, it's kind of humbling that you're trying to come for the crown. It's kind of hot, and she said it's also kind of hot, and so it's referring to the Saja boys like coming for the crown. So there's 2 versions of that song. Twice sings it as well. Twice does another song called Strategy for the movie as well too. They were very prevalent because they like helped, like they helped with the music and they they also helped with the choreography. So it's really cool. But yeah, everybody really wants more movies. I mean, it took 9 years for this movie to be made, and like for them doing all the research and making sure they had everything right. They had they wanted like they did everything right. Nothing was whitewashed, so I'm super happy. Ken Jeong was in it. He was Bobby, the manager for the girls. Ken Jeong is from The Hangover, which I hate saying The Hangover first, but he's also from Community.
You got this.
No, it just makes me laugh when I think of the thing. He's Senior Chang.
Yeah.
But also known as Kevin when he has Chang. Yeah. He'll always be super funny to me. But he did the part really well, and it's cute. A lot of people are loving his character. They're like, I don't care about the Saji boys, I care about him. So
that's funny as a fan base too.
Yeah, but people have started making the merch that some of the Saji boys had, and so some of the girls had too, because everyone wants Netflix to make more merch. Like we want the light sticks for them. I'm making shirts. I really want to make light sticks, but I just don't. I don't think I'm gonna be able to, because I am gonna be roomie with the GNU at Anime Expo. And I'm making us like rave shirts because we are gonna go to the rave. So I'm very excited. I don't know how my wig is gonna handle it because Rumi has like this crazy long braid. I really wish we could put a photo right here of all of it, and then I would make
we'll get there.
And I'd make it go bigger when it's GNU and just like pull it up to the screen. I love GNU. GNU Nation.
I actually got a pair of earplugs for when they announce that they're gonna make a second movie, just so I can like when she calls me, I can just like have my earplugs in.
The people that made the movie, like the original director, his daughter did the mini like child Rumi voice.
Oh, okay.
And the singing.
Oh, that's cool.
He's 9 years old.
That's pretty neat.
Because she was made when they started making the movie.
Oh, I get it. That's
isn't that cute?
Yeah.
So it's adorable. She's like she is really good on a skateboard. Like the mom just showed her.
Yeah.
Doing tricks. I'm like, she's 9 doing this.
You see what the director said about how many movies
they want to do 9.
Mm-hmm.
He has like I think about 9 because they want to do previous Hunters. They want to do Rumi's family because spoiler alert, Rumi is half human, half demon. Her mom passed away probably when she was born, so a lot of people want to know about that. Like, who's the dad? Could he be the Demon King? Does he know like that Rumi's his? Rumi also, all demons are like controlled and they can hear the Demon King when by their markings because they have they call them patterns instead of like scars or anything else. But it's these really cool kind of like just weird patterns all over them, and they're normally like a purple. Rumis are a little bit purple, but then they like get translucent, like pretty like I don't have the right word for the color because it's not just purple. It's just like kind of white, kind of like.
Yeah, it's like a light purple.
Translucent. I don't know. It's like light. It's really pretty. But yeah, so she can't hear him when all the other demons can, and like that's like a whole big plot point too, because they're like forced to do stuff.
Because all the demons made pacts with the devil, or whatever.
Yeah, like they wanted something, so they slowly turned into.
But she didn't. She was just born.
She was just born, and she thinks she was born wrong. Like she thinks that's her.
She was.
Well, her adopted mom told her she was, and that.
Is that not her birth mom?
No, her mom died.
Oh.
Her mom's friend raised her. And she's like, why can't you love me? Like, why can't you look at me with these marks? And she's like, no, okay, we'll just cover them up and then we'll like explain and we'll fix it and they'll go away and you'll get rid of your demon part and you'll just be human. But again, the movie's about acceptance. Like, even with markings on your skin, like, there's nothing wrong with you. You can't be born wrong.
I feel like towards the end how she was like, sorry, I was kind of worried towards the end if they were gonna go away once they would won. I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad she kept them and the marks just stayed with her.
Yeah, but you can see her marks like growing when she is getting more freaked out and like she's ashamed of them. And they say like shame, if you have shame, like your marks go like that and you become more demonic.
Right.
Which they do think that maybe she was messing up the harmony, which was the
harmony with the barrier.
Yeah, the barrier. Because there was cracks forming and like when she would get angry it'd be like turn purple and that's kinda like a crack.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's been amazing. I haven't got to watch a fandom like be born like this so rapidly. I was explaining at lunch that it was kind of like watching the Big Bang, like boom, and then you just see it like expand. Because I watched it first thing on Friday last week when it came out. Was it last week Friday? Yeah, last week Friday. I had the 2 days off. So I was like waiting. I've been waiting for weeks. I kept checking every Friday and I kept being wrong because Netflix like, oh, next week. And I'm like, just tell me a date.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched it right away. Loved it. I'm obsessed. It's all I've been thinking about in your 24/7. And I've been checking fanfic. I've been checking Etsy because I want to see the stuff people make. I've been checking all the hashtags. The fanfic was at one page, and this is just for all general fanfics, not like very specific. Because I was like, I got to see this first. And I normally don't read like stuff out of my normal like filters. Especially, I love reading complete stuff. I don't like following along with the story. There's only very certain ones that I do, and that is normally like Raylo. But there's not many. There's like maybe 2 or 3 that I follow along with. I just can't wait. And what if they like go away for 5 years? That's awful. Yeah. I get emails about my fanfic I wrote back when I was in middle school, and I just left it. Yeah. I'm like, do you guys not see the when I abandoned this? Why are you commenting?
This is interesting.
Yeah. If anybody finds my fanfic, good luck. I barely remember my username on fanfic.
Link down in the comment. Just kidding.
Yeah. If you can find me on fanfic.net, good for you. Those are the archives. People don't like going to the ancient tomes, as we call it. Everything's on AO3. But I've never really thought about writing fanfic again until like watching this movie because I kind of want dark.
Are you going to?
I've thought about it. There's a couple things, but I don't know. I always have problems with the conflict coming up with that. But I'm like, wait a minute. What if I just make a really messed up one?
Yeah, some people really like that. There's a whole genre for the really.
It's called dark. It's called Dead Dove, which I do read quite a bit of it. I had a conversation with someone about tasteful cannibalism, which I did not want to be a part of that conversation. It was between 2 other people, and I was right here horrified. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are you reading this? But again, no judgment for anything you like. It was very bizarre, and I was like, I don't like that kind of fanfic. I'm open with it. I've read some messed up shit on fanfic.net. Not like I'm gonna do it or like anything like that. It's just it's just interesting sometimes because you're like, I want to see like a darker version of this character. Like, what would happen?
Right.
Unfortunately, they don't have that for One Piece, but I don't like One Piece fanfic. They're just not creative enough.
Yeah, I don't really read too much One. I love One Piece, but I don't really read any much fanfic stuff.
Because you don't really need it.
Like, you don't need it.
It's like when you're unfulfilled.
Yeah.
When you're unfulfilled and like you need more, you go to fanfic.net. And when a couple doesn't get together, you're like, this is bullshit. I'm doing this. So like,
I'm sure once like One Piece ends, that there'll probably be more fanfic.
Well, I'll be dead. And then it'll be a different generation. I don't know if they're
that's why I'm still here, man. I'm like, I can't. I gotta survive to see the end of One Piece.
We'll see.
We're getting there. I think he said he's mostly done with it. Like he's coming to. He said it's like it's the beginning of the end. It's really good. If you didn't get caught up in One Piece, I definitely talk about One Piece a lot.
Yeah, I finally caught up end of last year.
Yeah, I get caught up again
on the anime.
Yeah,
and then the anime started coming back, and I like didn't want to watch it as it was coming out because I just didn't like it. I had a lot of people know this when you watch One Piece and then you get to the part where you're caught up and you have to wait. You're like, wait, this is depression. It was. I was like, damn, all right, it sucks. This was like what I was like staying on because I always had a million episodes, and now I'm just here. I also didn't like how they ended it before they went on before they went on the break because it's like a whole bunch of marine stuff. I don't like Garp. So sue me.
Yeah.
I don't care. I want that man to live forever. I want Garp to live forever with the pain and suffering of knowing that he's going to be completely alone when he dies at old age with no one there for him.
I think if we can do, there's actually a pretty good one of the new, I won't spoil too much or anything, but like with the new anime episodes, they show an event that happened in the past, and like it definitely does kind of paint Garp in a bad light. There's definitely like a lot of like, wait, like this is really kind of weird because I think they get a problem of like, you know, he made all these characters' personalities and stuff, and kind of like put people in like the where they are kind of morally. But now he's getting to all like the really fucked up past of the world, and it's kind of hard to be like, okay, but like we're supposed to be recruiting
pregnant women.
Well, yeah, we knew that.
After Roger died, the King of Pirates died. He said he has because they found out he has a kid out there, or someone might be pregnant with his kid. They went to his hometown and killed anyone who was pregnant or any children that had just been born, and they did that for like 2 years.
Yeah.
That's pretty messed up. Like, no reason, no, nothing. They did a lot of stuff. They still let the celestial gods, like, take all these people.
I don't think
They're like
I don't think there's any qualm of like yeah, the Marines are evil, the celestial dragons are evil, and like I think they kind of painted it in the picture of like Garp is like a good person in a bad system. So like he's at least.
But he still did a lot of bad stuff. He let his. I can't even have this conversation with you. I'm gonna get like you.
Yeah.
He did this to me before when we would like go out. We went to Wajimaya and Kinokia, and you're like, and I would like see, you're like, hey, look, there's JJK, and I just like started getting pissed off and going on a rant. And he's like,
it's a lot of fun, yeah.
Same with Garp, he knows, and I'm like, I gotta watch for him stepping. It's always like a trap. Is she watching the movie? Is she texting me while she's in there?
She's not texting me, but I think she is watching it. She's watching. I can hear it. But
wait. I'm like, is there a song? Because like, I'll get up and like leave.
If we wrap up, you want to wrap up?
No.
See what it is.
No, this is fun. It's been a while since I've had this much fun. Last time I was really tired.
It was fun.
But I had caffeine.
Yeah.
Huge caffeine boost. And I feel way better than I did earlier, so I'm happy. And we're talking about this movie. Happy. Mm-hmm. I'm going to Anime Expo. Trying not to stress, so I'm just gonna like block everything out like a tumor. Mm-hmm. Smart way to do it.
What if there's a Garp cosplayer at Anime Expo and all
if he looks exactly like him, I will get like a picture of him because like that's pretty cool.
I would say, what if he's talking about how shitty K-pop Demon Hunter is?
He won't do that.
But what would you do?
Then it'd be like,
you gotta be your biggest favorite character.
He's
talking about your favorite.
He's movie. Not my least favorite character. My least favorite character is fucking Uncle Rock from.
Okay, so an Uncle Rocky cosplayer talking about how shitty Demon Hunter.
I'd be like, oh bam! I'd be like, hey, can you come down here for a second? Boom. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I've overbooked myself for like 2 really big things coming up. Mm-hmm. One this month. As soon as I come back from Anime Expo, I get like 2 days. I made sure I took the day off afterwards because I knew there was gonna be no way I was gonna be able to handle work, like laundry, or just mentally prepare. I'm gonna walk and be like, what? Who are you people? But
and then we want to do a.
I'm doing Auto. I'm going to the Auto concert. She is the singer for Uta in the One Piece Red movie. I love Uta. Like, everyone's like, oh my gosh, she's your favorite character. And I'm like, I think so. I love her.
She's a good character.
She's a really great character. Shanks is a terrible dad. I really just don't like Shanks in One Piece. I know everyone's like, I don't understand. He's so hot. And I'm like, he's not hot to me. He looks like a deadbeat dad. He looks like a trash dad.
I mean, there are no good dads there's very few good dads in One Piece. Kuma is the notable exception.
I would also say Ichigo's dad is a good dad from Bleach.
Yeah, I was just thinking One Piece. But yeah, he's a good dad, I think. I don't think I had any problems with Ichigo's dad. I was thinking like One Piece specifically, there are very few good dads in this.
Because they're dead.
Yeah, most of them are dead, gone, absent.
Sanji's dad is a Nazi.
Yeah.
That was a big turn. That was a huge thing for me. I did not know that going in to One Piece, and I love Sanji. And then we get there, and another tangent of mine really quick. This is Allie's tangent episode.
Yes, yeah.
You sound like so upset to be here right now.
No, you're fine.
You're just like, oh, fuck, no, I can't talk about keeping your ex, and now we're going to talk about all this other shit I don't want to do.
Oh, I like, go ahead, continue.
One of my pet peeves is I don't like the genre of people writing books of Jewish people falling in love with Nazis.
People do that?
It's a huge genre. When I was younger, when I was a lot younger and I was going to like American Library Association, there'd be books, and I actually met some publishers and agents, and we were all talking, and I'm Jewish too. I'm like, I will never read one of these books.
Yeah, that's
it's nothing against like the writer or anything, but I'm like,
a little bit against the writer.
But like sometimes that's what certain publishers push. Like, oh no, people want a romance, they want to see this, wouldn't it be cool? They're on enemy lines, like different sides, enemies to lovers. It's not really the line. There's a difference and there's a line. And sometimes I just want to read like a book that has like a Jewish main character that had nothing to do with the Holocaust.
Right, that's fair.
And that's like a huge thing that there were not many. Mm-hmm. Now there are a lot more. There's a lot of Jewish writers. I really wish I remembered one of their names. But she writes. I have a lot of her books too. It's been a while since I read her books, but like I talked to her about it, and she does. All of her main characters are Jewish. They're not the funny sidekick. They're not all about like the Holocaust or Hanukkah or stuff like that. It's just like we're normal people too.
Right.
And like
Crazy concept.
Yeah, like it's a concept.
People are normal.
But yeah, again, back to One Piece, I was like, wow, I became that stereotype because I'm in love with Sanji and he's like comes from this Nazi family.
I mean, Sanji doesn't.
Exactly. Sanji isn't.
He's pretty separate from the Nazi side of his family.
When you think about it,
if you were like, if you're like, I like his older brother, Ryuji, or whatever his name is.
Those guys.
That would be a little weird. You know what I mean? Because they were raised
the douchebag-ish of the douchebags.
I actually aesthetically, I think I like the green one the most. He has like the winch. He throws people. I
don't like his hair also.
Yeah, they're all pretty light.
Stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just pretty interesting. I was like, all right. But yeah, there's so much stuff going on right now. The world's changing. We have anime. The world changes, but we still have anime. Yeah, we still have anime. Yeah, and summer's gonna be good. There's a lot of really, really good anime coming out. Gachafuda, I'm really excited for. The summer died, which talking about BL. That is BL. The rise of BL, Boys Love and Girls Love, is huge right now. Tokyo Pop is a really good publisher for manga, and when I was in middle school, went bankrupt, so they had to sell a lot of their licensing for books they had, and other publishers picked them up, or like some just never got picked up again, and you could only find them online. But they came back because of like their Disney ones that they were doing, like they didn't lose those contracts because technically they didn't have them. It's just Disney. Right. Disney's like, yeah, you can publish this, but they started listening to people like even if now. If you write in and you're like, hey, I read this new manga like online, it only has this many chapters out, I think you guys should publish it. They'll look into it and they will do it. That's how they do most of their like picking right now for what would be good. They've done so many good series. Like I feel like I read something and then I find out like the print form's coming out. Right. I'm so excited. Right. So they focus on like they call it their love collection. So they have like straight romance, boys love romance, girls love romance. It's really good, and they do X-rated stuff too. So stuff. There's more dirty manga for everyone. There's more dirty manga that's tasteful out now that you can buy in the bookstore, and then like there's some that's like straight up porn, but whatever. But yeah, like it's just really cool that they were able to like come back because of that. They're doing a big thing too at the con. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, and then there's like another one for manhwa, because manhwa is like super on the rise, so that's really cool. I've never been so excited about a convention in my life. I have 2 more conventions planned after Anime Expo. I don't know if I'll add more, because this year I was like, I want to go to different conventions than what I normally do. Actually, that's a lie. I have 3 more conventions, because one is a pop-up mini one for Love in Deep Space. Oh yeah, you're talking about that. And I'm going to announce it early on here, because it'll be announced soon, hopefully. But I got cast as one of the characters. So I'm a character cast. Guess what? I am the main character. I am the MC. I am the girl. Nice. I get all of the husbands, all of the boyfriends. I have not decided what outfit I'm going to do yet for her. There's just too many, and she's like adorable, and I can't wait. Yeah, that'll be exciting. It's me. I know. And when is it? When is that? It is. Oh no. I thought you just knew. No, I do know, and it reminds me why you said that date earlier. Yeah. Is it? It's August 16th. Where is it at? Vancouver, Washington. Oh, so you'll be in Vancouver, Washington. I mean, I can come back that night. Okay. I'll just be really tired and in costume. I'm trying to dox you a little bit so all your loyal fans will know where you'll be on certain dates, so they can come meet you and say hi, get pictures. Yeah, you guys can do that. Just don't stalk me, please. It's happened twice. Light stalking's fine. Just no like weird stalking. It's happened like 4 times. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated where she's at. You just 2 have been very weird about it. 2 have been very scary. I'm not normally mean, and I don't want to be mean, but I will be mean. But not to like, not unless I know you. Like I pick on Sean all the time. We were calling him stupid earlier. His girlfriend joined in on calling him stupid earlier. It was funny. It's fun. Every girl you know called you stupid. You literally have a D&D match that like everyone's here. We're just like. I'm starting to think maybe it's true. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. You think about it more. But yeah. What other got some other another good anime that I think good, but I don't know if it's good yet. I'm really excited about it. I watched the first 2 episodes today. It's a Chinese webtoon or Chinese web novel. It's called Lord of Mysteries. It's very good. Sounds really familiar too. Yeah. I mean, is Anina's reader viewpoint, is that Korean or Chinese? I know that it's a novel.
It's Korean. I'm fairly certain it's a webtoon, so it's Korean.
That is also
which is also another one that's there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an anime coming out next year, I believe, or the end of this year. The manhwa is out, and you can read it on Webtoons, and you can read it online on Beito, which I think Beito is a really good site. BATO. You can read any manga on there. I know this is like pirating manga or whatever, but I love that site. You can literally find anything, so you don't have to pay for it. Translations they're not always the best. So, like, for certain series, if you really like it, I do highly recommend buying them, supporting the author, supporting the publisher. Print edition is very, very real. People should do it. I love collecting books. Sorry, I didn't mean to take over your thing. I just thought it was.
You're fine.
He also likes Ominous Reader. Yeah, huge fan. I love seeing merch of it, so now there's going to be more and more.
I have merch of it, yeah.
I'm very excited for Anime Expo because they're going to be releasing the novel there early, and and everybody knows me. I love reading manhwa in novel form because I feel like you get more details. Like I read all of Solo Leveling that way, and I love it. I just felt like it was very true to the character, and a lot of people think Solo Leveling is very not detailed in that way, and they don't think.
I think the anime presents it as very not detailed. I think it's good. It is good. I like it a lot, but it's not exactly deep. You know what I mean? There's not a lot.
It's deeper in the novel, and then in the manhwa, it is a little bit more deeper. But you just don't get Jinwoo's inner thoughts like you do in the novel, which he's actually a little bit meaner than you would think. But he's very point A to point B, very focused.
Yeah.
I mean, they totally messed up season 2's right. Totally just undercut that girl and stuff that happened. And it was everyone was pissed.
Right. Yeah, some people had issues with it.
Not that it wasn't good. It was the animation was really good. The fight was really cool. They're just, if you're gonna change something, have a reason for it. It's too long. We're gonna shorten it a little bit. Not completely trash a character for that. But whatever. What else is coming out? Oh, we got the Demon Slayer movie trailer today. The first one. The first movie of 3, right?
Yeah.
So it's what is it? What's that castle?
Infinity Castle.
Infinity Castle Part 1. The trailer dropped today. Go watch it. It looks really cool. If you are going to Rose City Comic Con 2025, I will be there Friday and Saturday. Saturday, I will be doing a special Demon Slayer cosplay. You've never seen one like it before. I'm very excited. I'm literally making 3 different outfits. Not for myself, but for my friends. Because I was like, guys, I got it. Don't even try. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Because I just want to do it. And I just had a lot of fun, and I think it's a fun idea. Always do cosplay if you are having fun doing it. Never do it if you're pressured or you just don't. I have cosplays that I've started, and I hated the group I was in, so I just haven't finished them. I'm like, nope, never will do it.
Yeah, if you see her in Rose City, you can shout her out too.
Yeah.
And let her know if
you'll be there, maybe.
I might be there. If anybody meets either of us and they watch the podcast, let us know you found out about podcast from us, but from the podcast. So I want somebody to be like, yo, I listen to your podcast.
That happened to me once. And I broke down crying. That was last year.
Oh, yeah.
It was Grayson.
That is. Oh,
man. He came up to me because I kind of knew Grayson a little bit because of Rachel and stuff. When we seen him a couple times, I'm like, oh yeah, this kid's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
He came up, he's like, no, I listened because I was talking to somebody about them being on the podcast, and I released it I think right before SummerCon, or I had said it was coming out in a couple days after SummerCon, and he comes up and he's like, no, I really can't wait to listen to that. I've been listening to all the episodes, and I just started crying. I was like, oh. I'm like, really? Because I was so surprised. I was like, what? That boy has made me cry twice. I call Grayson my son. He's he's such a good kid.
He's a good guy.
For my birthday, he made me a poster of Hugh Jackman. He did all these different scenes.
Yeah, that was fun.
From the new Wolverine and Deadpool movie, and it's it said a huge, jacked man. And I was like, this kid is so damn smart. But yeah, just a great kid all around. Raise your children like that, please. Just respectful.
You're gonna shout out to his Instagram so people can follow.
He does not want that. Yeah. He's not on that much. I do love checking in on him because he's working at a place called the Pentagon. It's a restaurant. I think it's hilarious. Every time I see anything government, even though it's all terrible in the news, I'm like, I should check in on him.
It's on the Pentagon. Yeah, that is really funny. Yeah. How do they get away with that?
They have one called the White House too.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. So, I also told him what to say in essays in college and stuff. When you go to convention, say you're going to a conference and you dress like work appropriate because technically when you go to a convention,
Yeah.
and I was just saying all this stuff, and you're like a speaker at this conference, and stuff like that, and he's just like, that's kind of genius. I'm like, yeah, when you put in like sick leave, put in like this. I did that, but my bosses didn't know. They don't care. They're like, all right, you're a weirdo. You're gonna go do this. Like, I can't lie. I'm a terrible liar. I can't get.
Did you believe her? Did you believe her right there? She could have been lying. You would never know.
Sorry. I just don't see the point in lying. I hate when people lie to me. And I'm just like, you're bullshitting me right now. I can tell that. I don't know. My dad's like a terrible liar too. So sometimes he tried to fake me out. Like one of the first times he was taking me to soccer con, he called me. He's like, "We can't go." He's like, "They called it off. They called the convention off." There was like a bomb threat call, and I was like, I had a really old laptop at the time. I didn't know what I was doing. And I'm like, I didn't see anything about that, Dad. That's so funny. I really don't believe you. But he's really good. He like. We would go to soccer con and we'd go to the info booth and because we're trying to look for a panel or something like where the room was, and he's like, "Yeah, we're trying to find Metallica. Like we're trying to find that panel. Metallica's a band. If you do not know that, they didn't know that. Then they got really panicked and were looking all through the. That's not me. But he does that joke all the time. Like when we go to the movies, he does that. Like 2 from Metallica, please, and they're like, and just get really confused. And I'm like, he's kidding. He's kidding. That's a band. Please stop looking. But my dad's just like, if you're just really confident, you just say whatever, you can just get through it.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's not wrong.
Speaking of conventions, let's talk about SummerCon, because we went to SummerCon last weekend. If I had more thumbs, I'd put them down.
It's very middle ground. The weather sucked.
I don't care about the weather, because normally the weather's like blazing, burning hot, like you are sweating your cosplay off. I've gone twice. This was my 3rd year going. I only went 1 day this year. I loved how you and Nikki had kept asking me if I was there that day, like on Friday or on Sunday. And I'm like, nope, not going. I told you this before. I'm only going on Saturday. If you're going to go to SummerCon, you can just walk in. You do not need to buy a pass.
There were a lot of people. They didn't care.
You walk in with a group, they will not check you. You get a badge from last year, or you just have someone go over to the fence and pass you their badge because nobody checks it once you're in. Especially they don't check it when you walk in. Security just checks your bag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really light security this year.
My friend, it was her first time going, and she was actually really pissed. She's like, Laura's like, why did we buy a ticket? And I'm like, honestly, I just did it. I thought about just walking in, but then I was like, Mom, like, no, this year's different. There's like a lot more stuff going on. No. And it was awful. They barely had any crew there to like tell you what was going on. There were no signs telling you where stuff was. I never went to that first vendor hall apparently that they had over to the side right.
Oh yeah, it was pretty cool.
They don't really have shit in there.
That's pretty good on this year. I liked it.
Yeah, so I didn't go over there. A lot of people online are saying they barely bought anything because they're like there wasn't good vendors, but because they didn't know about the other hall because they used like 3 different buildings. I went to the main one. Is mostly like all the celebrity guests. It was like okay. It was a lot of just like something like I don't need this. Especially when you've been to cons like 15 million times like we all have. It's like
right.
You kind of look for the stuff that you can't really ever see or you don't really see that much. I bought 1 shirt. I bought a girl dinner shirt. It was
I got one shirt too.
Yeah.
I usually try and get the main shirt every year. Every con, they'll have like their official merch. I usually try to get some just for the memories. But...
Have you looked at the one for Anime Expo?
No, was it good?
Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta look it up, and then you tell me if you want one.
Okay, you take over.
Yeah. They have like a bread pillow.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, they have a lot of cool stuff. As long as it's not like $1 million, I'm normally not one of those people that likes to get something to commemorate. I always use my badge. I want to do like a mural or something with all my badges and like put them all up. But yeah, SummerCon was just okay. My friend really wanted to meet the voice actor for Tengen, the English one, which she did. She got it for her a signature for her friend. So I was making sure we did that, and then I really want to meet John Berthal. I think I'm saying the last name right. He was the Punisher in Marvel's Punisher. It was like on Netflix, now it's on Disney Plus. He's in Daredevil Born Again, like series.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I haven't watched that series yet. I'm a huge Punisher.
It's good. Oh, it's okay. It has a lot of good parts to it.
He was also in Daredevil season 2, which I binged that whole entire series when I was in college, like doing finals, and I was like, wait. I gotta see more of this guy. I was acting. I think he like personally, like as a person, I think he's like stands for a lot of good stuff. He also has a podcast that he like digs deep into stuff. And it's really cool. But I just like really look up to him. My dad and I love watching him in all these action movies. He was in both the Accountant movies, and that's like my family's like favorite movie is the Accountant. Like we watch it whenever we can. Um, they also love like A Good Year, which I think is funny.
Right.
If you ever seen it, you would laugh.
Hmm?
But yeah, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be the best daughter ever. I'm gonna get something signed for from John Bernthal. I got kicked out of line twice, not for doing anything bad, but because they didn't understand how the lines went, and so they're like, well, we're gonna get rid of like 3 of these lines, and you guys just have to come back later because they're like, it's too many people. So the first time I got kicked out of line, like told to leave, he had actually just come out and he walked past my friend Laura and I like literally like we were this close. And he was like fist bumping people, and I like pulled my phone out like I was gonna take a video or picture, but then I like stalled and I had my fist out like I was gonna hand him my phone. I didn't understand what was going on. My body's like, what are we doing? This is like DEFCON 5. Like, what are we doing?
Giving your phone to John.
Yeah, and then we got in line the second time, got kicked out. They're like, again, too many people were over there, and it's like, okay, I understand. And I knew when he had like a photo shoot, so I was waiting, and I just like didn't think it was gonna happen. I told my dad, I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know if it's gonna happen. And he's like, it's okay, like, it's fine, it's no big deal. And I'm like, all right, but like, you know, when you care for someone, you want to do something like really cool, and you had a really cool idea about it. A friend heard me, a friend of a friend heard me, and they let me take their VIP pass just to get in the VIP line, just so. Whoop.
Once again, they did not care.
Yeah, they didn't even check you. I just kind of like flashed it, and they're like, all right, whatever. Just put me in that line. There was only like 7 people in it. And then I get up to the table, and I was like, I don't know, do I want to do a selfie with him, or do I want to get a photo, like a photo sign for my dad? And I was like really thinking hard about doing the selfie, like being selfish. But then I was like, no, I found the perfect photo for my dad. I'm going to do that. That's the best thing. And honestly, just having this moment, like being able to like say hi to him would be really cool. And my card over, oh no, everything's cash. They didn't tell anyone that. Bullshit. Damn. They had some ATM set up, but my bank doesn't work with those ATMs because they're like, that's a scam. So didn't do jack shit. My friend was like so upset. She's like, no, I think I have cash. She's like, oh my god, it's in the car. We can go to the car and take them back. And I was like, no. The lady just told us he's leaving for a photo shoot because the con crew finally just got him for it like 2 hours later.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this at a professional con where you can just buy a ticket for a sign-in or a picture and you're in groups like they do at Emerald City.
Right.
I'm like, I'd rather do that because this is dumb. And I was just pissed, so we just left.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, they also have like
Yeah, they have another one too. The like the overcoat thing.
What is that? Oh, they have a fan. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Also, they have of course they have a bunny girl on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's the bread. They have a pin. They have It's a bag. They have a skate deck. They have weird passes. They have buttons. This is what I was talking about. They have this.
Oh, the pajama. Oh, Jimbe pajamas. Oh, that you can get that for me.
It is not $1 million.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, they have this one too.
I like Jimbe a lot. Oh, that's a good one.
A lot of people get the headbands.
Yeah, they're a good one.
A jersey. Oh, another thing that people were talking about, they wanted merch for the K-pop Demon movie where they wanted jerseys.
Oh yeah, those are popular too.
Yeah. Dude, I'd get anything. Apparently they also have Japanese like female wrestlers at Anime Expo. It's like
that's a popular thing. Yeah,
I never knew that.
Yeah, they're pretty. I've seen them.
I'm not big into wrestling.
Japanese pro wrestling is like a really big.
Are they serious or do they look like it's faking it? Because
have you seen like WWE?
Yeah,
it's kind of similar. I don't know like everything. I'm not like super into it. I just know about it. That they have like it's like a big thing. What are you doing?
Immediately I was gonna look at me so I could show like my stories. Oh. But of course I went to like your For You. And I was like, I forgot about this.
It's wild, I know.
If you only are on Instagram to follow your friends that are cosplayers and they're all women, it's dangerous.
The algorithm gets wild with that. But
I was just gonna show you guys.
I don't know if they can see it. We're gonna get copywritten.
If you don't do the whole thing, you're not. And then, like, the Demon Slayer trailer. Oh, wait. That's still Demon Slayer. Yeah, so it's all of it. The past couple of days, it's literally been, like, 50 of my stories. This one's only 3 because it's today. Yeah. Oh, my God. You have 485 missed calls.
That's a lot. That's just during our...
That's right.
I have a lot going on. I have my own stalkers.
Anything else we're excited about? We're excited for Demon Slayer. Oh, Chainsaw Man. The movie's coming out too this year.
Yeah, that's gonna be good too.
When is that coming out?
I don't have the date in front of me, but it is soon. There's Riza arc.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they're. Cool. I wish that they were premiering at the con because I would. And
cool, yeah.
First time ever, they're not going to be clearing a lot of the panel rooms. So
okay,
if I just go to a panel room before the big panel, I'll be like, I'm set.
Right, you're just gonna stay there. That sounds good. But I don't think I have anything else.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to have fun. But if there's like stuff you want me to do, like videos of, or like try to do podcast stuff, tell me because like I'll forget.
Yeah, if you're interested in following along, she said she's gonna do all the videos, so you can hit her up on Instagram or watch her Instagram. You're gonna post all the videos there and stuff.
Yeah, I'll probably do it on my own. It's hard to like switch back and forth, especially if you don't have signal.
Right.
If you are going to Anime Expo, please bring sunscreen for yourself. Please bring water. Please bring snacks. Please bring deodorant. It's gonna be hot and sweaty. If you don't like smelling someone who smells terrible, don't force that on the rest of us.
Even if you do, don't force that.
Yeah, like even if you don't force that on the rest of us, like I wish, like it would be hilarious, like to go get a whole bunch of little mini deodorants and put like. They do that. And they do that. They actually.
Emerald City had the BO cop police people there. They had all kinds of like.
Yeah, but last year a booth at Anime Expo thought it'd be funny, so they made labels and they bought a whole bunch of deodorant, like just dollar ones, and it sold out within an hour.
That's crazy too. Yeah.
So I told my friend I was going with him, like, hey, we need to bring deodorant. Like I know I'm always good because I always make sure I'm like I do this subtle like. Right, still good. But because I don't know. Sometimes I'm paranoid. I'm like, I don't want to smell bad. I'm like, I'm bringing it everything. Yeah. I don't want to embarrass myself at Anime Expo.
Yeah, you don't want John or any of the famous people sticking you smell.
Oh, John Bro.
Yeah,
I was like, I know. He wouldn't go to Anime Expo. I'm putting this out there into the universe. If Megan Thee Stallion would like to make a quick premiere at Anime Expo, and she just cosplay Luffy from One Piece.
I feel like if anybody would like just do like a no notice show at an anime convention, it would be her.
She went to like DreamCon or whatever. Yeah. That was awesome. Why can't she do it last minute here? I'll be there. I want to see her. I would have been at the other one if it wasn't like.
If you get a selfie with her,
I would pass out. I feel like I'm sorry. Let me just get to the ground really quick. I need to bow before you. Jeez. She's so cool.
Yeah, she's
good. I'm doing it for the people.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the raves I'm going to, they were showing pictures from last year. Cole and Dylan Sprouse were like in one of the photos, and they're all like upset. Yeah. But it was like super funny because I know one of my friends has met one of them, the one that was in Riverdale, the cute one.
Yeah.
If he sees people taking like sneak photos of him, he'll take photos back and put them on his Instagram. Like
that's pretty funny. Yeah.
And she's just like, I only took a photo to show you, and because I was literally watching Riverdale when they walked into her work.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my God, wait, it's the same person.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it should be exciting. I'm excited, and then we'll do a post.
Yeah, and definitely I'll show the Beyblade tournaments because at the rate they have that. And at the con, there's like huge sections for Beyblade. There will be one section I will not be taking video of because I probably won't be allowed to because the con has literally a whole hall that is all hentai.
Wow.
100% going in there. Because that'll be hilarious. I love checking out the hentai sections because it's just like, what do you come up with? Mm-hmm. I just want to see, like, what are you guys doing back here? Just because I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Well, yeah, I found, like, one party that's supposed to be on, like, Friday night, and it's, like, a frat house anime party. Like, no.
That sounds sus.
No, not going. But, yeah, so it's super exciting. I know this episode's been, like, all over the place. I don't know what else we were going to talk about. Can you just text her and ask her where she is in the movie? Like, what's happening?
No, let's wrap up. You can go.
No, because
she's going to be getting towards the end.
She is?
Yeah, look at the time. It's like an hour. We've been doing this an hour and 10 minutes.
I just want to see your idol section. Like,
it's time to come
up free so good. But I want to leave her alone and have her own experience. No. Don't want to ruin it for her.
Hey, Allie's going to go ruin this movie for my girlfriend.
So. No, I won't.
Okay, guys, have a great...
No, I won't ruin it because
you're fine.
Like sometimes when you watch it, it's so... But it's like, I want her to have a genuine experience. Because, like, you know when you...
I'm going to go bug her ears.
No. Like, when you watch a movie with someone and you've already seen it, but you're like, want the reaction, you're staring at them, and they're like, I guess I'm supposed to react to something coming up, like something big's coming up, right?
You're thinking too hard on it.
No, that's happened to me before when someone did that to me when I was watching Castlevania, which all of you should watch Castlevania. It's really good.
Yeah, it's good.
The other one, Nocturne's alright. It's not the same. It's no Trevor Belmont, so you can see there's a lack.
Mm.
What else is funny? What else are we gonna talk about? Oh, there's a stamp rally for Dawn cards.
Yeah, I do like the stamp rallies are fun. I like the badges. I don't know if you can see. You can kind of see it. But
the light is so bright.
I know, it's not great.
It's okay. It means it's sunny. Can we do another episode like outside? Not here outside, but like
do an outside podcast.
That one park that Nikia took me to that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to go back to that park.
It is a nice place.
Yeah, we just sit outside and I'll be like pretending they're Hunger Games stuff all over again. When I ran around, it's like an old bridge that used to be there at the park, and they got rid of it, so it just has the giant columns that held up the bridge or the overpass.
Right.
It just looks like you're in the Hunger Games era. And like on the outside, and then there's like a beautiful beach and like park.
You did your flags. We are the rebellion.
No, I went over there and Nikia laughed at me, and I was like, "If we burn you, burn us." And she's like, "That was so dumb." I'm like, "I know. I told you I was gonna do something dumb in a minute." And she's like, "But it hasn't been a minute yet." And then I ran. It's a bit up there.
Yeah.
But yeah. This is what Allie is like when she has a full, large, completely super caffeinated boba. Normally I get like a decaf one because I don't.
Mine was not caffeinated, and I'm feeling the lack of caffeine.
That was me last week when you were like holding up the whole.
It's so good. It's so good though. Yeah, we're gonna trade off.
No, we both have to be high energy to keep this going. Last week was rough.
Mm.
Or was it last week? It had to be. No, it wasn't.
It was last week. It was like 2 weeks ago.
He remembers, I don't. But yeah.
Then to take notes and keep things logged.
I'm trying to think of anything else to talk about because
that's all I got.
There's so much stuff going on.
Yeah, we'll continue to improve. I think a lot of times we're just trying to get our faces in front of the cameras and kind of get some content out just to kind of work on our presences and stuff. But we'll keep narrowing down what's working and what isn't and see if we can make improvements.
He said he's going to learn editing, so he's going to edit it. I don't want to do it anymore. It's too hard.
I'll figure it out.
I don't even edit these videos anymore. I gave up a long time ago. I was like, unless I know there's something terrible in it, then I cut it.
Let's wrap up now, and then I'll see if I can edit now. See if I'll see if I can what options it has to have the app on here too.
You have to do it on the computer if you're gonna edit it. Okay, well, make sure.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, so this has been Tea for the Otaku. 5 days till Anime Expo. 5 days. So Allie has to quickly do her cosplay. At least 2 of them are done.
Yeah.
But I'm making rave outfits, so that'll be fun. And then, what are your socials? Who are you?
Omnicaster. All my socials are Omnicaster.
I'm DB's Queen Allie, but like definitely follow both of us and follow the podcast as well. We're on a whole bunch of different stuff. Amazon Music, which is insane to me.
Yeah, it's wild.
iHeartRadio, I guess.
And then come find her at a convention and be weird in a consensual, non-inappropriate way.
Yeah, sure.
It's gonna be like, yo, I love your podcast. Make her cry. You want to see her cry, right?
That's a weird thing to say.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's a weird.
Well, you said the last guy. You said Grayson made you cry.
Well, Grayson's like a kid, and he's like really sweet, and he didn't do it in a weird way. He like
did it in a weird way.
He did it in like a fanboy way, and it was like really sweet. Yeah. Like, aw, kid.
Allie needs more fanboys in her life.
I don't. I have trouble with any guy ever, so I just can't do it. But yeah. And I promise I will record Beyblade tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
I hope. I mean, I'm kind of curious, like, if I'm great at Beyblade when I'm drunk. If I play Magic and I'm drunk, I'm amazing. No, I won like 8 times in a row, but I was totally like, it was with a friend who had played before and his friend who never played before, so I was definitely just conning them both. And
it turns out she was just so drunk she wasn't even aware how bad she was doing.
No, I was just like awesome.
Thought she was doing good.
I was doing great. And then when I got sober, I was like, I don't want to play anymore, so I just like tanked the game because I'm like, I want to go home.
Right. Yeah, Magic's fun. I like Magic.
Yeah. I like doing One Piece games.
Me too.
I haven't played in like 15 years.
Been a minute, yeah.
It's okay. There's like 10,000 over there.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's been Tea for the Otaku. One day we'll have an outro that's better than this. That's like dancing. We'll see how long this hyperfixation of mine like continues. So this is day 1 of it.
Week 1? Oh, for the podcast. Yeah.
It's been. Oh yeah, it has been 1 week.
Yeah, it's been a week.
It's been 1 week. Yeah. It feels like it's been 2 weeks or longer. But yeah, I was like just really excited to watch the movie. Now I'm like, everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was good. All right, sign off.
Woo! Bye.
Peace.
You get the
I'll cut it this time.
Your